In 1964, a jazz legend was born. The man, Mark Nasser. The instrument, the clarinet. The song, Pop Parade. The jazz world would never be the same. This is their story.
Yeah, Pop Parade, that was always my favorite.
To me, Pop Parade is just magical. It's magical.
Mark and I are cousins.
Would you excuse me? I have to check on the casserole.
Jazz. Jazz is the blues. The blues are jazz. I thought to myself, there's no way I'm ever going to learn this thing. It's got too many holes and too many gadgets. It's a scary looking instrument. It really is. But it came easy to me. I'll admit it. I have a knack for the old clarinet.
Mark surprised everyone with the clarinet. He was into many things when he was growing up. When he took up the clarinet, most of the family kind of laughed on the side, but I guess they all ate that.
You just can't sum him up. There's just so much that he is and so much he does that he's not simply something you sum up like a book, or he's very unique, and he's a genius.
Real simple, I learned 3 notes and I wrote a song.
With Pop Parade, you couldn't go anywhere with him without being mobbed. We used to go to the park, play ball, and go to the movies, and after Pop Parade, it was a waste of time going anywhere with him. We pretty much just stayed in, with the autograph hounds and whatnot.
My upstairs neighbor was a jazz buff. He just heard me playing it as he was passing by. I guess I didn't bother him when he was in his apartment, but he was walking by the door, and he heard the Pop Parade. And I was just playing around. I didn't think of anything of it. 3 notes, And he banged on the door, and 2 days later I signed a contract, and 3 weeks later we cut it, and it was on the radio, everywhere. It shot to #1. It was the fastest rising single of any jazz song in the history of American pop music. This is the deodorant I'm now using, Old Spice. Solid and a first print deodorant. I've been using it for years, so I'm really satisfied with it. And I like that.
Yeah, Pop Parade, that was always my favorite. He never really liked that song. And I always told him, play it this way, play it that way. But he didn't. He said, eh. And I would always make him play it over and over. And now it's, everybody loves it.
I love that song.
It's odd, the world knows Mark as a great musician and an incredible talent, but I know him as just a regular guy with faults, and he makes mistakes just like the rest of us, He's just a guy with an incredible amount of talent and imagination and the drive and persistence to do something about it.
Where I met him, the first time ever, at camp. He was my brother's friend, and he was the only guy I didn't really know because I knew everybody else. And they were these people from California. And he was going out with my girlfriend from Canada. And she said to me, "What do you think about this guy?" I said, "He's cute. Go for it." And he came to New Jersey, and that's when I really got to know him. But he never knew how to play clarinet. Not then. Not even until yesterday, actually. Maybe the day before, I don't know. It's not even his clarinet. He borrowed it from Mary. And I don't think she even knows. She'd ask for it back.
A friend of mine gave it to me. It didn't cost me anything. So financially, it was the instrument of choice.
We got married where, like Elvis or somebody got married. I don't know who it was. They said on the outside, you know, those chapels. We had about 5 people there.
You're married.
No.
3 of them. 2 boys and a girl. Love him. Mark's the greatest father.
You have 3 children.
No. No kids. That's something that might be in the future for Mark Nasser.
If I recall, he even worked for a short while on an old sitcom. What was that? Cheers. Yeah, Cheers. And everyone thought he was gonna become a movie director or something like that.
I remember Mark around the office. He everything had an improvisational quality. I mean, he'd move. Improvisation. His mind was very quick, very quick.
I just hope they play Pop Parade for 50 years after I'm gone, because it is such a fun song.
Do 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 do. Pop Parade is Mark Nasser, the Mark Nasser that I know, that the world doesn't know. It's simple and fun and oh so real. Do 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 do. It's an incredible tune. Pop Parade.
He loved to play, and he just loved to make people, you know, harmonize with him, like just feel the music the way he did. And that was his love, not the money. Mark didn't even care about the money. I mean, it just was something, you know, an added bonus.
The clarinet made me rich.
What would I say to Mark? I'd say, Mark, I love you, man. You're like a bro to me, and you're the greatest, not just musically, but, you know, you're just a great guy, and I love you. And, oh, and thanks for the house. And that's what I would say to him if you were standing here right now. Yeah.
I think you're the best, and you've been great to me, and I love you with all I know and all I have, and, you know, I'm glad you picked me, and thanks for the house. Thanks.
Feels good holding it. Feels good in my mouth. If I could walk around and talk just like this, I would. But you really can't.